Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing. If you're new to this channel, welcome to this channel and thank you so much for being a part of this family. I really want to apologize for the noise that is outside. I've really tried to wait it out, but I have to do this video. So bear with me. I will try as much as possible to be audible so that you guys can hear me even if there's a lot going on outside. In my previous video, I did mention that I wanted to show you guys as I create my 2020 vision board, but I was not able to film through the whole process. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give you a story, my story with vision boards, as I insert snippets of like what I was doing, how I was creating it, what you need, how you do it. So I hope that you will enjoy this video regardless. It's a little bit of a story time as well, as I give you a backstory of how I came to know about vision boards and how they have helped me in my journey. And I hope that this video will be of help to you in one way or another. The first time I heard about vision boards was in 2017, and I heard it from this lady called Muthoni Joba, who is a makeup artist here in Kenya. In that video, she talked about the way creating vision boards had allowed her to achieve so many of her dreams and sort of manifest all of her dreams into reality. That really intrigued me, and I wanted to know where I could get myself that vision board, especially because 2017 was a really hard year for me. I was trying to figure out a lot in my life in terms of my career, and I didn't have any money because I had just quit a job because I was trying to figure myself out. So it was a really difficult time for me. And when I found this video, I wanted to know more about the vision boards, and through watching her, I found out that a lot of people had learnt about vision boards through Oprah. So I went and watched Oprah's videos. Also found that Oprah had also interviewed Steve Harvey, who said that if it were not for his vision boards, he would not be as successful as he is. So I wanted to know how I could create a vision board, what I needed to do just so that I could be successful, because these are really successful people and I want to be successful. So I wanted to learn everything there was to learn, and that's how I created my first vision board in 2017. At the time, I was not really at my best, but I somehow was able to write down my goals and I was able to create my first vision board. Now, the main thing that I had on my vision board that year was modeling, because this is something that I always wanted to do since I was a kid. I had the photo of a lady who was on the cover of a magazine, and what that was representing was me wanting to be on the cover of a magazine. And then I had another lady on the runway because I wanted to do a runway gig. To be honest, I wasn't really at my best, like I've said, and I wasn't really believing that I was going to achieve all these things. But I mean, I figured I had nothing to lose, so I just did it anyway. Then that year, because I had a lot of time, what I did was I went for a lot of auditions, even though I knew that I was not going to get those jobs. I really didn't get any of the jobs that I was auditioning for, at least for most of that year. Then I remember around September that year, I told my boyfriend that I was so done. I was so done with dreaming. I was so done with thinking that I could actually achieve all these things that were in my heart. And he told me that I should not give up, that I still had 3 more months before the year was over, because at the beginning of that year, I had decided to give myself the year just to see if I could really do these things that were really in my heart, the things that I really wanted to do. So he told me not to give up because I had 3 months, but I was like, I didn't really think it was going to happen. So I just went on with my life. Then something crazy happened in October that year. That's less than a month. It was actually less than a month after we had had the talk. I got a call, and I don't want to talk about the whole story of what went on in that conversation because it was a long conversation. And what happened was I got a job that I had not even directly auditioned for, but it was my biggest modeling job even up to today. I remember even going into that job on the first day that we were supposed to report. I wasn't believing that it was a job, and at the back of my mind I was so sure that it was an audition. I carried my extra clothes, I carried my high heels, because I was so sure it was an audition and not a job. But when I got there, I got the confirmation that it was a job, and my mind was just blown. I couldn't believe it. And what that did for me was that it just made me believe in my dreams again. I was super grateful to God, because I was so ready to give up. In 2018, I was in a better space because of what had happened. So I can say that I was believing in my dreams just a bit, but I wasn't there yet. So what I did was, at the beginning of 2018, I went and got myself a job, and it wasn't a job that I really liked. It wasn't a job that was related to anything I wanted to do. So once again, I was back in this cycle, and I was back to being unhappy, to being unfulfilled, and I wasn't really thinking about creating another vision board in that moment. But after a few months, I left once again. And after I left, I went and created my vision board. That was way into the year, probably around March or April. But I knew that I needed to do this, and I needed to just focus on my dreams because of what had happened before. So in 2018, I did my vision board just the same way I had done in 2017. I was dreaming big. I wasn't caring about being realistic. I was just doing it. I was just doing the thing. So I created my vision board, and I have to say that in 2018, so many of the things that I had on my vision board came to pass. Not all of them, but I had some major wins, and again, my mind was blown. And then in 2019, I did the same. I started my YouTube channel. When I first put it on my vision board, I didn't really know how it was going to happen. I knew I needed equipment. I knew I needed like a good phone or a camera, and I didn't have either, and I didn't have the money. So I was just putting it there by faith. I really believe that these vision boards work. Manifestation is the real thing, and manifesting your dreams and for them to come to reality is a real thing. I did say that I was just going to give you like a short guide of how I do my vision board. So I know a lot of people like to use magazines, but in the past, like the first time I did my vision board, I tried to use magazines and they were not helpful at all. It was a waste of money. So I just prefer to print out and use the printables instead, because they are really specific. You're able to Google exactly what you want, exactly what represents your dreams and your desires and your goals, and I just find it more effective. I know that people use a cardboard, but I've not been able to find a cardboard anywhere. So what I do, I use a manila paper. What you need is just the manila paper or the cardboard. You need tape or glue, whichever is easier for you. Then you of course need internet to Google your photos and whatever you need, or whatever is a good representation of your dreams. Then you need a printer for you to be able to print whatever photos or images you get. That's it for me with regards to vision boards. But I just want to encourage someone, because I know that there's a time I didn't believe my dreams could come true. There's a time that I was creating that vision board without even expecting anything out of it. Don't feel discouraged if you're not in the best space. Even if you don't feel like creating that vision board, just take that first step, because you don't really know what could happen. So many of your dreams could come true just because you took that step. But if you don't take the step, then you'll obviously never know. I hope that this video has helped you in one way or the other to get some insight on vision boards, and it has encouraged you to at least be curious enough to want to have one, to want to try it out, because I really believe it works. That's it from me for today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Remember to like, comment, share, and of course subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.